Pump and dump setup is simply going up the stairs and then riding the elevator down. So what do I mean? This is how the typical pump and dump setup looks like. So we have a pump. So a pump is just explosive moves going up. And then in our trading window, so we are interested in the trading window. Depending on the session that you are in, we want to see an explosive move. We want to see then a pause, and then a stop hunt to the high of the day, and then an M pattern with a retest, and then the move down. So it's similar to what we have here. Now, let me show you exactly what I mean. Now, this was a trade in the London session, and I did not take this trade actually. I took a trade on US 30, and it's the same thing. We have the pump, but we are interested in the timing window between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. So this is the trading window in the London session. Now, what do we have? We have a pump. We have the pump. We have the pause. And then we have the explosive move, 1, 2, 3. And then we have the move down. So, in a nutshell, we have the pump. We have the pause. We have the explosive move. And then we have the dump. It's as simple as that. Now, this is where a lot of traders might get confused. So on this pause here, what constitutes a pause? So a pause might be 2 candles, a pause might be 3 candles, and a pause might be a whole move like this. This is a pause. We have the pump, we have the pause, we have the explosive move up, we have the dump. So, understanding the structure, the simple structure, we have the pump, we have the pause, we have the stop hunt, and we have the pump. Now, what are the requirements of a pump and dump setup? Because you can't just take a trade and call it a pump and dump setup because you are seeing the pump, the pause, the explosive move, and the dump. First thing, you have to have a thesis. There must be a thesis. What do I mean by a thesis? And I've created a lot of videos about the first trade days, the signal days. So a signal day is just a previous day that tells you what will happen tomorrow. For example, this week, this is the first week of 2024. The week started on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, we have the opening range of the week. And then on Wednesday, we have the initial balance. And what happens on Wednesday? Price breaks out and closes outside of the range. So this is a breakout. A failed breakout is when a price closes back inside of the range after breaking out. So this is a breakout, which means I am looking for a sell signal today on Thursday. And that is what I was doing. So when I come to the screen on Thursday, I'm looking for the pump and dump setup. And as I've explained here, we have the pump, we have the pause, we have the stop hunt, and then we have the dump. And if you look at this, what happened here? We have the pump, we have the pause, we have the 1, 2, 3, and the dump. And if you look at oil, oil gave us the same thing, but the signal was for buy. So what does that mean? So we have Monday we have Tuesday setting the opening range, and then Wednesday we have the initial balance, but it's a failed breakout. Price breaks out and then closes back inside of the range. So what this tells me is that there is a high probability that price will continue buying. Now we have the pump, So a pump can be one candle, it can be two candles, it doesn't really matter. We also have this pump here. We have this pump, we have this pause, and then we have the explosive move. Now, if you are looking to sell this, then it doesn't make sense to sell when the signal is telling you to buy. So I am looking for setups that align with my existing buyers, bigger picture buyers. So when we are looking to now look for the trade setup, we have the pump, so we know where we have our target. The target is the low of the session. And then once we have everything set up, and what tells me that this setup is ready to be looked at, once this candle closes outside, so this was a pin, so I want to see a breakout, the candle closing outside of the range. Now that tells me, okay, look at this setup. And we can look at gold, and I'll show you an example also. So we have the pump. So we have this pump, and then we have this pause, and then we have explosive move 1 2 3, closes outside of the range and closes outside. We come to US 30. So we have the pump, we have the M pattern with the breaking structure, we have the pullback, we have the engulfment candle. So I'm putting that is my entry, then my stops above that high, and I'm targeting the low of the day. Simple as that. Hopefully I have cleared one or two things about the pump and dump setup, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.